Jai Hind cadets. Today we are going to learn what is the syllabus for NDA written examination as well as SSB interview process. We will also learn the pattern of NDA written examination, what are the papers in the written examination. We will also learn the weightage of all subjects in the written examination and what is the 5-day process of SSB interviews. So without wasting any time, let's continue. As you can see on this screen, there are two papers in the written examination of NDA. Paper 1 deals with mathematics and paper 2 deals with general ability test. In general ability test, we have all other subjects except mathematics. We have English, we have physics, chemistry, okay, biology, which is known as general science here. We don't have particularly biology or what we say botany or zoology. The subject is titled as general science, okay, and in comparison with physics, chemistry, mathematics, English, this is having lesser weightage. So as we go on discussing the subjects, the first subject is having higher weightage, the next subject is having lower weightage, and the last one is having the lowest of all. And there is general knowledge also. In general knowledge we have geography, then history, then current affairs, and at the same time we have Indian polity for the syllabus of GAT. Okay, so these are all the subjects which are covered in the paper of general ability test, which is paper number 2, and the written examination is of 900 marks. Out of 900, paper 1 carries 300 marks and paper 2 carries 600 marks. In paper 1 there are 120 questions, in paper 2 there are 150 questions, and the marking scheme is also different. In paper 1 each question carries 2.5 marks, but in paper 2 each question carries 4 marks. This is a lot of difference between the marking scheme of both of the papers, and you will have to pass in both of the papers individually. Okay, there is individual cutoff list of both of the papers, and you will have to pass in both of the papers separately, individually. Then you will be able to shortlist get shortlisted for SSB interview process, which is carrying 900 marks. SSB interview process is a 5-day process. Okay, it's quite a lengthy process, and in which your complete personality is assessed by 3 different persons. A psychologist is also there, then GTO is there, group testing officer is there, then the interviewing officer is there. So we will be learning about all this process in detail. So here we have negative marking also, so we'll have to be careful about answering the questions. If you answer a question incorrectly, your 0.83% of marks will be reduced in paper of mathematics, and negative marking is higher in paper of GAT, general ability test, and both of the papers are having similar time duration. Okay, each paper has 2.5 hours duration for answering them, and you will be getting OMR sheet. In OMR sheet you will be having 4 options in front of each question number. Okay, and you will have to darken the circle which is related with the option which you are choosing as the answer of the question. So this is in short the scheme of written examination of NDA. And now here on this second slide of this presentation you can see that this is the subject wise weightage in NDA written examination. As we have already learned that paper 1 is totally dedicated to mathematics, it is having a greater weightage. Okay, here blue colored part shows the subject of mathematics. Here in graph also you can see that mathematics is having a greater weightage in comparison with all other subjects. English is having carrying 200 marks. Okay, then general knowledge, which carries many subsections in it, history, geography and other things, it is also carrying 200 marks. But there are many subsections: history, geography, okay, Indian polity is also there, current affairs are also there. But higher weightage is the highest of all weightage is having mathematics is having it, and then English, then physics, then chemistry, then general science, then all remaining subjects are combined in the section of general knowledge. Here in mathematics, as we learned in the earlier slide, there are 120 questions. Each question carries 2.5 marks, and the total weightage for this subject is 300 marks. So out of 900 marks in written examination, 300 marks are covered in paper 1, and all remaining 3 subjects, okay, cover your 600 marks in paper 2 of general ability test. So in paper 2 we have 50 questions for English. Then each question carries 4 marks, and the weightage for the subject of English is 200 marks. So it is not less weightage. Remember one thing, if you cover these three subjects, mathematics, English and physics is also having greater weightage in comparison with remaining subjects. Physics has 25 questions in written examination. Each question carries 4 marks, and the total marks which are given for this subject of physics are 100 marks. So if you cover these three subjects, mathematics, English and physics, your 3 plus 2 plus 1, 600 marks will be covered. Out of 900 marks, you will be able to complete your preparation of 600 marks out of 900 marks in 3 subjects. Okay. अगर आप 3 subjects अगर अच्छे से complete करते हो, if you study these 3 subjects carefully and with more concentration on these 3 subjects, you won't need to worry anything about NDA preparation. So this is all about the subject wise weightage in the NDA written examination. Now we are going to learn the syllabus of mathematics for NDA written examination paper. Okay, in this section we can see that section number 1 deals with algebra. In algebra we have different subsections, subtopics such as set is there, operations on sets, Venn diagrams, De Morgan laws. Okay, Cartesian product, relation, complex number, basic properties, modules, argument, cube roots of unity, binary system. Okay, harmonic progression, geometric progression, arithmetic progression. Okay, quadratic equations, solution of linear inequalities, binomial theorem, logarithms and applications. Many subtopics, sub points are there in this topic of algebra. Okay, and at the same time we have matrices and determinants. There are all again subtopics, types of matrices we'll have to learn, then determinants of matrix, then so many subtopics are there. Just I will clean up this all, and now you can take a quick screenshot of this in order to be able to revise the things, or you can pause this video and you can revise all the things. And again on this next slide you can see that point number 3 in the syllabus of mathematics is trigonometry, and point number 4 is analytical geometry and of 2 and 3 dimensions. 2 और 3 dimensions की जो analytical geometry होती है वो भी अपने syllabus में है एनडीए के. सो यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारे सब टॉपिक्स है, जैसे एंगल है, देयर मेजरमेंट ऑफ एंगल्स इन डिग्रीज एंड इन रेडियंस, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिकल रेशियोज है, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक आइडेंटिटीज है, सम है. ओके, एंड डिफरेंस फॉर्मूले हैं, मल्टीपल एंड सब मल्टीपल एंगल्स है, इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस है. बहुत सारे सब टॉपिक्स है जो अपने सिलेबस में, मैथमेटिक्स के सिलेबस में अवेलेबल है यहाँ पे. सो you will have to, you can pause this video and quickly revise the things, as in here also rectangular Cartesian coordinate system is also there in analytical geometry of 2 and 3 dimensions. Then distance formula is also there, equation of a line in various forms, angle between two lines, distance of a point from one line. Okay, so there are so many hyperbola is there, ellipse is there, parabola is there, standard forms of all these things are there. Okay, equation 2 points, direction, cosines, direction ratios, equation of a plane. Okay, then equation of a sphere, angle between two lines. So these are all the subtopics in this section. And now you can see that point number 5 in the syllabus of mathematics is differential calculus. It is one of the most important topics in the syllabus of NDA mathematics. Okay, here we have concept of a real valued function, domain, range and graph of a function, composite functions, one to one, onto into functions, onto functions and inverse functions, notion of limit. Okay, standard limits, example, continuity of functions, examples, algebraic operations on continuous functions. So many subtopics are there, just go through them, go through all these subtopics. Okay, so this is the complete syllabus for mathematics for the NDA written examination paper 1, which is this syllabus is given by the UPSC. And here you can see that point number 6 and 7, integral calculus is there, differential equations are also there, then vector algebra is also there. So this is all. There are so many subtopics in these two sections also. This is all for the syllabus of NDA mathematics, paper 1. Okay, so again, the last point in this syllabus of mathematics is statistics and probability. In statistics and probability, we have again so many subsections, subpoints. Statistics is their classification of data, frequency of frequency distribution, cumulative frequency distribution, example, geographic, graphical representation, histogram, pie chart, frequency polygon. Okay, examples, derivation, probability. Okay, types of probability, classical and statistical probabilities, their examples, union and intersection of events. Okay, then events क्या होते हैं, mutually exclusive exhaustive events. Okay, elementary theorems on probability, simple problems, conditional probability. Okay, so many things are there in this syllabus of mathematics. So we'll have to learn in detail so that we will be able to crack the NDA written examination. So this is the detailed syllabus. Nothing is left in this syllabus which I am giving you here. This is the syllabus which is taken from the NDA UPSC examination notification for UPSC examination. Now we are going to study what is the syllabus for the subject of English in NDA written examination of paper 2 of GAT. Here we have so many things like we have grammar, we have vocabulary, comprehension is also there. So these are the three sections here. In out of these sections, vocabulary questions on vocabulary consist near about 50% of weightage. Okay, 50% of weightage in the syllabus of English is for this vocabulary. In vocabulary, you will be asked synonyms, antonyms. Okay, and they have near about 50% of weightage. Here we again have cohesion, extended text, candidates proficiency in English. So many things are tested. You have many topics of grammar such as noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So many things are there in the syllabus of NDA written examination English. And now we are going to look at what is the syllabus of physics for NDA written examination. Here you can see that physical properties are there for the syllabus of NDA written examination in physics. States of matter, mass, weight, volume, density, and specific gravity, principles of Archimedes, pressure barometer, motion of objects, velocity, acceleration, Newton's laws of motion. This is a very important topic. Force and momentum, parallelogram of forces, stability and equilibrium of bodies, gravitation. So many things are there. Here we have things like properties of magnet. Okay, artificial magnet, natural magnet. These are the kinds of magnet we'll have to learn. Reflection and refraction, difference between the things. Okay, then so many things are there. Hydrometer is there. Pressure cooker is there. Then in the syllabus you have simple pendulum, simple pulleys. Okay, levers, siphons. Okay, periscope, telephone, telescope, pumps are also there for the syllabus. Thermos flask, gramophone, microphone. So many things are there for the syllabus of physics for NDA written examination paper 2 of general ability test. Now let's look at the syllabus of chemistry for the paper of general ability test in NDA examination. In chemistry, we have physical and chemical changes. This is the first and the basic and the most important thing. Elements, their mixtures, compounds, symbols, formulae, the simple chemical equations, laws of chemical combination, all these things are the properties of air and water. Preparation and properties of hydrogen, these elements, how to prepare these elements and what are their physical and chemical properties, all these things are there. Carbon dioxide is there, oxidation process, reduction, acid bases, salts, fertilizers, what are the kinds of fertilizers, natural and artificial. Materials used in the preparation of substances like soap, glass, ink, all these things, how to prepare and what are the materials used in the preparation of all these things. This is for the syllabus of chemistry for NDA written examination. Now we are going to look at the syllabus of general science for the written examination of NDA paper 2 of general ability test. In general science, we have some part of biology. The section is not titled as biology or botany or zoology. Any specific topic is not mentioned here. It is considered as general science. Some basic things are given in general science from biology section, and here we'll have to learn about the difference between living and non-living things. What is the basis of life? You all know that cell is the basis of life. Protoplasm, tissues, growth and reproduction of reproduction in plants, animals. Elementary knowledge of human body, its important organs, common epidemics. You all know what is epidemic. Today we are undergoing a period of pandemic. Pandemic is larger. It is larger threat to humanity in comparison with epidemics. What are their causes? How to prevent them? Food, sources of energy. So it is a very important topic. Solar system is also there. Meteors and comets, eclipses, achievements of eminent scientists. We'll have to learn about what achievements have eminent scientists done in the field of this subject. Okay, general science. Now let's look at the syllabus of history for your NDA written examination paper 2 of general ability test. History is having a lot of subject here. We have broad survey of Indian history. Okay, Indian freedom movement is also there. Then Panchayat Raj system. Okay, 5 year planning क्या होता है? Cooperatives and community development. Bhudan is a very popular movement. Sarvodaya is also very popular movement. National integration and welfare state क्या होता है? Renaissance movement क्या होता है? महात्मा गांधी के thought क्या है? What are the teachings or what are the thoughts of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation? We will have to learn all those things. We cannot just stop with learning Indian history. We'll also have to learn the French Revolution, Industrial Revolution, Russian Revolution, American Independence, War of American Independence, and so many things. At the same time, we'll have to learn the concepts of democracy, socialism, and communism. Role of India in the present world. आज की दुनिया में इंडिया का क्या रोल है? Okay, present world में इंडिया का क्या रोल है? How India is shaping the present world, we'll have to learn as far as this preparation of history is concerned. Now let's look at the syllabus of geography for NDA written examination of paper 2. In geography, we have this for the syllabus: Earth, its shape and size, latitudes and longitudes, concept of time, international date line. What are all these concepts? We'll have to learn in detail. It's an in-depth study. So I would suggest you all, in order to be focused and be limited, you can focus on. It's a detailed study of all these things. I would suggest you to focus on only 3 subjects of mathematics, physics, mathematics, English, and physics, because these subjects are having a greater weightage in comparison with all other subjects. So if you focus on these 3 subjects, your 75% of the syllabus will be covered for NDA preparation, and you will be getting passing grades, and it is very tough in order. If you go in so detail, learning all other subjects in so much detail, be tricky in your preparation, so that you will be able to crack the written examination. Weathering क्या होता है? Kinds of weathering, mechanical weathering, chemical weathering, earthquakes and volcanoes, ocean currents क्या होते हैं, tides क्या होता है, atmosphere and its composition क्या होता है, what is the composition of atmosphere. Okay, then atmospheric pressure क्या होता है, planetary winds क्या होते हैं, cyclones, what are the kinds of cyclones, history of cyclones, anticyclones क्या होता है, humidity क्या होता है, condensation, precipitation, types of climate, major natural regions of the world. So all these are the parts in the syllabus of geography for NDA written examination, preparation of NDA written examination. So let's now learn what is the syllabus in current events. As far as current events are concerned, we'll have to learn the current events which have happened in the recent years. The events that have happened in the recent years, we'll have to learn them in as far as in the context of India is concerned. And we'll also have to learn about the prominent personalities throughout the world, and Indian and international context both. And we'll have to learn about the prominent personalities in the fields of cultural activities and sports. So these are the prominent personalities in the field of cultural activities and sports. We will have to focus on all of them. Out of maximum marks assigned to part B of this paper, in the paper of general ability test, in section 2, out of whatever marks assigned to section B, questions on section A, B, C, D, E, and F will carry approximately 25%. So it is have this section is also having a good weightage as far as written examination of ND is concerned. Now let's look at the syllabus of interview process, 5-day interview process, which I was talking about in the beginning of this session. It's known as SSB interview process. It's a 5-day process, and in this process there are two stages, stage 1 and stage 2. In stage 1 we have OIR. OIR stands for Officer Intelligence Rating, and PPDT is also a test which is the personality test, which includes picture perception. Okay, you are given a picture. In order to understand that picture, what idea that picture creates in your mind, what your understanding interpretation of that picture is, how you express your thoughts about that picture, you will have to explain all those things in the form of a paragraph. Okay, then in section 2 of this, in stage 2 of this interview process, 5-day interview process of SSB, we have this group tasks. Group testing officer will give you group tasks. There will be personal interview. Okay, personal interviewing officer will interview you. Okay, he is known as IO, interviewing officer. GTO is also there, group testing officer, and a psychologist is also there. All these three persons will test your personality in detail, and this is all about the syllabus of SSB interview. So take a quick screenshot of this. You will be able to revise the things in short. And now let's look at the weightage of English in detail. As we have learned a few things about English while learning the weightage of all other subjects, we also learned that there are 50 questions of English, and each question carries 4 marks, and there is a negative marking at the rate of 1.33% for each incorrect answer you have given. And this subject carries 200 marks. Out of 900, 200 marks are dedicated to English, so it is having a good weightage in comparison with some other subjects. Okay, so this is the weightage of English in written examination. Now we are going to learn what is the syllabus, what are the chapters in the syllabus of English. In English, we'll have to learn noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, article, syntax, vocabulary. In vocabulary, we'll have to learn synonyms, antonyms, then so many things. Idioms and phrases is also an important section which is recently added in the syllabus. Earlier, there wasn't a dedicated section for this for the idioms and phrases. And reading comprehension is also there. You are given a passage, and on that passage you are asked some questions. As far as all these chapters of parts of speech are concerned, you might have already learned, only you might be limited with only learning the definition of these parts of speech and learning only a few examples. But now you will have to learn in detail what are the rules of their usage in detail. You will have to in depth, you will have to do study, so that you will be able to understand grammatical errors in the questions which are in the sentences which are given in question. And in the third column of this chart, you can see that how many questions are asked on a particular topic in NDA written examination. If you see here, verb is the most important topic on which the most questions are asked. Minimum 4 and maximum 20 questions have been asked on verb, so it is having a greater weightage. If 20 questions are asked on verb, it is 20 into 4. Okay, each question carries 4 marks. That's why 20 into 4 is equal to 80 marks out of 200. Only the chapter of verb will cover your 80 marks in NDA written examination of in the subject of English. And as far as vocabulary is concerned, it will cover your 100 marks out of 80 to 100 marks out of 200 marks in vocabulary and idioms and phrases. Both of them together will cover 100 marks. In vocabulary you are asked maximum 10 to 12 synonyms, 10 to 12 antonyms. If you are asked 20 questions on synonyms and antonyms, again your 80% of marks will be covered in this. So grammar and vocabulary are having equal weightage near about. Okay. And reading comprehension is also there, in which you are given a passage, and on the basis of that passage you are asked some contextual questions. You will have to answer them accordingly. So this is all in short about the chapters of English which are there for the syllabus of NDA written examination. And now we will learn what are the kinds of questions which are asked in NDA written examination as far as the subject of English is concerned. Okay. Spotting errors is a type of question. We are going to learn in detail about what is spotting error. In the next slide, we will learn what kind of question is asked in spotting errors. Okay. Minimum 5 and maximum 10 spotting error type of questions are asked in India written examination, and if you are asked 5 questions, they will carry 20 marks, and if 10 questions are asked, they will carry 40 marks. So this is the weightage for this type of question. Sentence improvement is also there. We will learn about in detail sentence completion, close test. We will learn what is close test, jumbled sentence, jumbled paragraph, reading comprehension, synonyms, antonyms, idioms and phrases. These are the types of questions which are asked in NDA written examination in the section of English. And now we are going to learn all these kinds of questions in detail. What is spotting error? In spotting error, you are given a sentence, as here you are given a sentence. This is the sentence, and this sentence is split into 3 parts. ओके इस सेंटेंस को जो है ना तीन पार्ट्स में बांटा गया है, जिनको अब लेबल किया गया है सेक्शन पार्ट 1, पार्ट ए, पार्ट बी एंड पार्ट सी. And if you find any grammatical error in any of the 3 parts, you will have to answer. Suppose you find a grammatical error. Yes, there is a grammatical error in section part C. The young man had no manner. It is not manner, it should be manners. The young man had no manners. So we use the word manners in plural. We don't use the word in singular when we are talking about behavior. Okay. When we are talking about behavior, we use the word in plural. Okay. When we are talking in general, in other sense, we can use it in singular. But here in this context, we'll have to, the noun should be plural. So the section, there is grammatical error in section C. So your answer will be C. In this way, we will have to answer this kind of question of spotting error. And now we'll look at what is sentence improvement. In sentence improvement, again you are given a sentence, a word or some words in that sentence will be highlighted. The words will be underlined, or they will be printed in bold format, and you will have to check whether that word is fits aptly in that sentence, in that context, or is there any need for improvement in that word. You will be given 3 options, and the 4th option is no improvement. Okay. अगर इसमें कोई improvement की जरूरत नहीं है तो आपको आंसर देना है D. If I were you, यहाँ पे वर्ड प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक है. If I were you, I would do it at once. अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता तो मैं एक झटके में ये काम कर देता. तो if I were you, where is a correct verb here, even though the subject is singular. Where is a correct verb? It is a plural verb, because if I were you, this is a clause of condition and this is an untrue condition. मैं अगर आपकी जगह होता, मैं आपकी जगह हो नहीं सकता. आप आपकी जगह हो, मैं मेरी जगह पे हूँ. सो मैं अगर आपकी जगह होता, ये अनट्रू कंडीशन है. अगर मैं कहूंगा मैं अगर प्रधानमंत्री होता तो ये चीजें करता और ये चीजें नहीं करता. If that is an untrue condition. Conditions are of 2 kinds: true condition and untrue condition. Okay, true conditions can be if he comes, give him the message. अगर वो आता है तो उसे मैसेज दे दो. This is a condition. मैसेज किस कंडीशन में देना है आपको? If he comes. Okay, so he may come. That is a possibility. That can be a true condition. But in this situation, the condition is untrue. If I were the prime minister, अगर आप कहते हो मैं अगर प्रधानमंत्री होता, तो this is an untrue condition. This is just a supposition. When we are talking about untrue condition, we use the verb in plural, and this is also in past tense. So there is no need of improvement. So your answer will be D. Okay. Now let's look at next type of question, which is known as sentence completion. I will tell you in short, sentence completion is nothing but fill in the blanks. Here you are given only one blank space. In this blank space, you will have to choose from the given four options which word fits the best. Here, as I have already studied this sentence, there is an error in the subject. This sequence of tenses here in the first clause, simple past tense is used. The thief explained how he had escaped from the jail. So यहाँ पे आंसर होगा बी, क्योंकि ये परफेक्ट टेंस है, पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सिंपल पास्ट होने की वजह से नेक्स्ट क्लॉज में क्या होना चाहिए, पास्ट परफेक्ट होना चाहिए. सो दिस इज नोन एज सीक्वेंस ऑफ टेंसेस. अगर पहले क्लॉज में कौन सा टेंस है तो दूसरे क्लॉज में कौन सा टेंस होना चाहिए, इसे कहा जाता है सीक्वेंस ऑफ टेंसेस. So this is all about sentence completion, and now let's look at cloze test. Here we will learn about cloze test. In cloze test, you are given a passage, you are given multiple blank spaces. In sentence completion, you are given only one blank space, but in cloze test, you are given multiple blank spaces in a single paragraph, as in a single passage or paragraph. Here you are given a passage or paragraph. Here there are multiple blank spaces and they are numbered. This is blank space number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the 10 blank spaces, and at the end of the passage you will be given you will be given four options against each blank space, and you will have to choose the best option from the four alternatives which are given, which fits best in this blank space. This is known as cloze test. Here you will have to answer the questions based on the context, the earlier sentence, the later sentence, and the sentence in which the blank space is. You will have to look at the context, you will have to study the context, and then you will be able to answer this question correctly. Now next type of question is jumbled sentences. In jumbled sentences, you are given only one sentence which is split into sometimes four parts. Okay, sometimes it is split into five parts as it is given here. The first part from which the sentence begins, with which the sentence begins, is happiness does not consist. The sentence begins with happiness does not consist, and the remaining part of the sentence is split into four parts, and they are jumbled up. After splitting them into four parts, after splitting the remaining part of the sentence into four parts, the four parts are jumbled up and they are labeled as PQRS randomly. And here you will have to find the correct order of the parts in order to make a correct grammatical sentence. Here the correct grammatical order will be happiness does not consist in rank or position. Happiness rank या फिर position में नहीं होती है. ओके, आपके पास बहुत बड़े बड़े रैंक्स है, आपके पास बहुत अच्छा पोजीशन है, तो इट डज नॉट मीन दैट यू आर हैप्पी. Okay, this is what the writer wants to say here. And happiness does not consist in rank or position. It is a state of mind. ये एक मन की अवस्था है. It is a state of mind. So सबसे पहले क्या आएगा, part P आएगा, then it will come in the beginning, then part Q will come in the second, then it is a state of mind अवेलेबल टू दोज हु आर कॉन्टेंटेड. जो समाधानी है, कॉन्टेंटेड है, सेटिस्फाइड है, उनके लिए ये हैप्पीनेस अवेलेबल है. ओके, इट इज अ स्टेट ऑफ माइंड विच इज विच इज अवेलेबल विद दोज हु आर कॉन्टेंटेड. सो द करेक्ट सीक्वेंस विल बी QPSR. ओके, PQSR. Happiness does not consist in rank or position. It is a state of mind available to those. So PQSR is the correct option, and option C is the answer. So this is known as jumbled sentence. Only one sentence is there, but parts of it are jumbled up, and you will have to rearrange them in order to form a correct grammatical sentence. Now here we are going to learn about jumbled paragraphs. In jumbled paragraph, you are given 6 sentences. The first sentence of the paragraph is labeled as S1, and the last sentence with which the paragraph ends, it is labeled as S6. और इन दोनों के बीच में जो 4 सेंटेंस है, इनको जंबल किया जाता है और उनको रैंडमली लेबल किया जाता है PQRS. And you will have to find a proper sequence of all these 4 sentences in order to make a grammatically correct paragraph. As we say, sentence is a systematically arranged group of words. In the same way, paragraph is also a systematically arranged group of sentences. Even if you change even a single position of a single sentence in the paragraph will be distorted. So remember this thing, as we say, sentence is a systematically arranged group of words. In the same way, paragraph is a systematically arranged group of sentences. So here the paragraph begins with, I will not be able to see you tomorrow. मैं आपको कल मिल नहीं सकता. At any rate, Okay, I will at any rate I will not be able to see you tomorrow. At any rate, I will see you later in the week. मैं आपको कल मिल नहीं पाऊंगा, लेकिन किसी भी हालत में अगले हफ्ते में आपको मिलूंगा. अभी इन दो सेंटेंसेस के बीच में 4 सेंटेंस है, इनको आपको फाइंड आउट करना है, प्रॉपर सीक्वेंस में उनको लगाना है. तो अभी आप देख पाओगे कि यहाँ पे हाउएवर से एक सेंटेंस शुरू हो रहा है. यहाँ पे एक कंडीशन दी गई, आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू सी यू टुमारो, मैं आपको कल मिल नहीं पाऊंगा. हाउएवर, फिर भी अगर आप चाहो, इफ यू लाइक, यू कैन फोन मी, अगर आप चाहो आप मुझे फोन कर सकते हो. Then your answer can begin with R, and you can eliminate, you can use the elimination technique, because these two options begin with yes, there is no chance of there being the answer. Okay, so however, if you like, you can phone me. There is only one, there is only a simple laboratory test to be conducted. Once I know that what the diagnosis is, I can contact the doctor. We will then follow his instructions. So the correct sequence is R will come in the beginning, PQS, RPQS, option B is the correct answer here. So in this way, you will have to reorder the sentences in a paragraph in order to form a grammatically correct paragraph. Now we are going to learn about reading comprehension. Reading comprehension is a very important part in the syllabus of English for NDA written examination paper 2. In reading comprehension, as you all know that it is nothing but a passage is given. On that passage, based on that passage, you are asked some questions. So here I haven't given a complete passage, but I have given the first the sentence from which the passage begins and the last sentence of the passage I have given here. Okay, just for sample, in order to make you understand what that there is a passage in the question, and based on that passage, suppose and this passage has the theme of drug addiction, and there is a question on this. According to the author, discussions of drug addiction are generally concerned with राइटर के अकॉर्डिंग ड्रग एडिक्शन का डिस्कशन जो होता है किसके साथ कंसर्न होता है, एडिक्ट्स, नॉन एडिक्ट्स, क्रिमिनल्स, ब्लैक मार्केटिट्स, वट एवर इट इज, यू विल हैव टू रीड द कंप्लीट पैसेज एंड आंसर द क्वेश्चन. So this is all about reading comprehension. Now let's look at synonyms. It is very simple. One word is given and you will have to find a word from the given alternatives which has the similar meaning to the word which is given in question. Hostility means enmity, not being friendly with anyone, behaving in inimical way. Okay, hostility means not friendly. Okay, so this is the synonym, and it is very simple. One word is given, you will have to find the synonym. Now in the same way, antonym is also there. You are given a word, you will have to give the correct antonym. Fertile का antonym होता है barren. So you will have to learn all these things, and in order to be able to answer the questions. See, there is no challenge as far as these words are concerned. Okay, words you will have to know the meanings. There is no chance of guesswork, and there is no trick. There are no techniques in vocabulary. In vocabulary, you will have to learn, build your vocabulary gradually, slowly. Okay, you cannot say that within last 15 to 30 days I will prepare for vocabulary. So it is a gradual process. So you will have to continuously work on it from the first day of your preparation. During your class of 11, during the period of 1 year's during 1 year's period, you can daily update your vocabulary. Every day you can prepare for 10 to 15 words, their synonyms and antonyms. In this way you will be able to build up a good vocabulary, so that you will be able to answer the questions correctly. Now we are going to look at idioms and phrases. This is also the same kind. You will have to learn them. Fair and square का मतलब होता है honest. Okay, अगर fair and square है तो इसका मतलब होता है he is honest in his work, he is honest in his duties, he is fair and square in his duties, he does not bear any kind of corruption. Okay, वो करप्शन सह नहीं पाए, करप्शन खुद भी नहीं करता है और किसी को करने भी नहीं देता है. So he is fair and square in his duties. Okay, this way you can, this is the meaning. So dear cadets, that's all about NDA examination, its syllabus, format of paper, and the scheme of examination, then the SSB interview process. We have learnt in detail, and if you still have any doubts about anything, you can contact us at the given email ID. You can contact us at these phone numbers, and you can also visit us at the website dcaurangabad.org. Please feel free to contact us at the given social platforms including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and WhatsApp. So this is all about for now, and thank you. Have a nice day.